Every 3 weeks I like having my hair done, and tonight is an exception. What the heck is that?
It's actually not a hairdresser's bottle. It's apple juice.
It looks like a hairdresser's bottle.
But I don't look like a hairdresser.
That's true.
That's very true with this haircut. So basically it's an apple juice sprayer. We're going to use this to spritz. Great word.
Yeah.
We're going to use this to spritz our meat to keep it hydrated.
This is how you spritz your meat. Why did I volunteer for this? Do you want me to get it up for you?
Please.
All right, here we go.
Some idea of the weight of it?
Oh, geez, that's heavy. Might need 2 hands, actually. All the way?
All the way. It'll go back and it'll rest on itself.
That's hard work. I've earned my dinner.
The next thing we're going to do is we're going to pull that bottom tray out. But you can see there's
Who's
no
going to
handles.
do that?
I'm going to do that because I've got iron hands.
Okay, beautiful.
And so basically what we're going to do is take that bottle and you're going to spray it liberally all over the meat at about 25-30 centimetres away and just give it a nice old spray. Just all the way, yep, that's it. And you just want it to be nice and hydrated. What's happening is when meat cooks, obviously there's heat involved and the meat sweats. When the meat sweats, it starts to shrink. You start to see that moisture start to leak out and be evaporated.
This is just apple juice?
Just apple juice. You can use apple cider vinegar, apple juice. It's actually a combination of things. Yeah, yep, so you can be liberal, yep. And so what this does is allows the meat to kind of reabsorb some of the flavour we want it to as it sweats and rehydrates, sweats and rehydrates.
This video might have some trouble on YouTube. Man sprays his meat with applesauce. But
you get a real lot of hits.
get a lot of hits.
So we don't spray the top one because that's lamb. This is pork. Hence the idea of pork and apple.
Oh, fantastic.
That's it.
That's it.
We slide that back in and that thing's done.
How often are you doing that through the cycle?
Every hour.
Every hour?
Every hour.
How many hours has that been in there yet?
That's been in there about 4 hours.
4.
And it'll stay in there for another 5.
For another 5?
Potentially 6.
6. This episode might be out for Australia Day 2017, unless you're being cruel and we're not even going to eat that.
That's low and slow. That's
low and slow.
Idea.
There's our T-shirt, the Adelaide Show. Low and slow.
Am I the low one or the slow one?
Can I spray your camera? No, I can't. Okay. That's beautiful.
So what we're going to do so now we're going to mop.
Oh. Who's going to mop? I'm going to mop.
You're now going to clean. You've finished hairdressing and you're now going to clean.
Okay. We talked about mopping earlier, so what am I doing with this?
So basically what we're going to do here is you're going to take that and liberally apply it around without trying to rub off any of what we call the bark.
Okay.
So any of that, you can sort of, exactly. So you just want to drench it in what we have here, which is an olive oil and vinegar. And if you have a look on the side of that bowl, you can sort of see where they're starting to separate. So we keep them nice and mixed up.
Okay, sorry.
And again, this is hydrating it. But it's got a whole combination, as you can see, of different herbs and spices in there. The predominant one being rosemary, because the idea of lamb.
And lamb. Yeah.
It's a kind of you don't need to change perfection. It's a good mix.
Yeah. That is, isn't it? They've married together, haven't they?
There are certain flavours that always work. We talk about the idea of apple and pork, and this idea of rosemary.
Yeah. Does it matter that some of this gets the pork?
Well, in fact, the idea of them being in together is actually quite a good thing. Because they combine, smoke combines.
It's very smoky in here.
So that smoke that's going through, although it's quite subtle, you can feel it now when we've had it open for a while.
Yep.
And you can actually smell it. It doesn't smell like traditional smoke. No. It's actually smoked cherry. So we're smoking this on cherry wood.
Right.
So small chunks of cherry, very subtle difference between that and apple. And you get a different flavour hit in the meat as a result.
Wow.
And you'll see that when this lamb comes off. Okay. That's it.
I've done a good mop.
Perfect.
Lower the thing, I'll just...
You have, if you can.
Hand that to you without burning myself.
You can.
How many guests have you lost here to burning?
That's the forearm from my last effort. Just so you know what you're in for.
Oh! There we are.
And that's a daily occurrence.
So we're doing well. I've mopped, I've sprayed, I've attended to the cherry.
You have?
And the meat is just progressing nicely.
But that's exactly right.
That's it?
You've got it.
What's the next stop? Do we eat next, or is there a bit more to go yet?
Picklebacks. More picklebacks.
If we have to.